She was the unforgettable beauty in American Pie, the breakout star of the early 2000s who had every director in Hollywood chasing her. But while the world expected Shannon Elizabeth to become the next big A-lister, she vanished on her own terms. Fame wasn't the finish line. What happened to Shannon Elizabeth? Where did she go? And why does her story still inspire so many today? Shannon Elizabeth burst onto the scene in 1999 as the seductive check exchange student Nadia in American Pie. One role, that's all it took to rocket her to fame. With her statuesque beauty, comedic timing, and charisma, Shannon was instantly typecast as the bombshell. She followed up with hits like Scary Movie, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and 13 Ghosts. Hollywood wanted her. Magazines labeled her the next it girl. She was compared to the likes of Cameron Diaz and Angelina Jolie. But despite the fame, Shannon wasn't sold on stardom. Behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, Shannon had another love: animals. In fact, she once said that if she hadn't pursued acting, she would have become a veterinarian. That passion never faded. As her career slowed down in the late 2000s, she began quietly working behind the scenes for animal rights causes. Most fans didn't notice. They still expected the next big rom-com. But Shannon had something else in mind entirely. By the 2010s, Shannon's acting appearances had dwindled. No scandals, no public breakdowns, just silence. She turned down major projects, avoided the paparazzi, and stepped off the Hollywood hamster wheel. People thought she was washed up, but in reality, she was finally stepping into her purpose. In 2001, she'd already launched Animal Avengers, a nonprofit aimed at rescuing and rehabilitating animals around the world. That wasn't a vanity project. It became her life. The most shocking twist in her story? Shannon left the US entirely. She packed her bags and moved to South Africa to fully devote herself to wildlife conservation. There, far away from Beverly Hills and movie premieres, she worked in the trenches, rescuing rhinos, caring for endangered species, and even helping shape anti-poaching legislation. She traded designer gowns for cargo pants, flashing cameras for dusty trails. It wasn't a glamorous life. It was a purpose-driven one. Today, Shannon Elizabeth isn't trying to reclaim her spot in Hollywood. Instead, she's a global voice for animals, running conservation projects and educating the public through her foundation. She's also become a spiritual advocate, encouraging people to live more consciously and compassionately. But make no mistake, she hasn't fully abandoned the screen. When the message aligns, she shows up. Whether it's guest roles, voiceovers, or hosting documentaries, Shannon uses media to amplify her mission. She transformed not just her career, but her entire life. Shannon Elizabeth is living proof that reinvention isn't failure. It's freedom. In an industry obsessed with youth, beauty, and headlines, she walked away from all of it to serve something bigger than herself. She may have started as Hollywood's favorite bombshell, but today, she's a warrior for the voiceless. And that might just be her most powerful role yet. If you were surprised by Shannon's journey, hit that like button and subscribe for more untold celebrity transformations. And tell us in the comments, do you think Shannon Elizabeth made the right choice walking away from fame?